everyone, this week's giveaway is constituted by a M4A1S Mecha Industries. All you have to do is comment in this video down below and you will be eligible to win the giveaway. The prize will be awarded on the 12th of December 2018, so 6 days from now, as I record it. You may see this in the other videos also. So that being said, I wish everybody a lovely day and enjoy the video. Good morning everyone, welcome back to BENCED Gaming. It's Monday, 7 o'clock in the morning. Just finished my sexy workout and my other stuff to do, little work on the channel. And I thought I'll do a little news flash. Yesterday an article, I'm gonna be talking about 2 articles actually. The first one came out as FaZe is benching Karrigan, which let's go ahead and just read the article. Didn't read them yet. Let's do a little first reactions thing. Karrigan has been benched in FaZe and has announced he is seeking opportunities in other organizations. After a disappointing season in FaZe, in which FaZe fell out of top 5, albeit briefly, for the first time since September of 2017, the European team has announced that Karrigan, their former in-game leader, has been moved to a substitute position. During his time in FaZe, Karrigan won several trophies, including E-League CSGO Premier and several ESL events, such as ESL 1 Belo Horizonte or IEM Sydney. But the team fell off this season with only 1 victory at Epicenter 2018, a few playoff runs, including a quarter-final exit at the Major, and a group stage flop at ESL 1 New York 2018. The move comes somewhat expectedly after rumors of the Dane having 1.5 foot out of FaZe come early this season when Nikola Kovac took over the in-game leadership of the team. FaZe lineup is now this one. So I'm gonna try to tackle both sides of the coin. By no means I'm not an expert, I just watch CSGO and observe, and so I'm gonna give my 2 cents. So yeah, you see FaZe didn't have such a good season this year, so a change I think is kind of what they needed, and it was kind of expected. Whether it's a good thing to remove Karrigan or not, time will tell. That's the obvious choice to do, because as he was no longer in-game leading, he wasn't fragging that much, so it was a logical step to do. I don't know how much work he put into the team itself, because there are more things to consider when you form a team, when you kick a player, when you put in a new player into a team. Not only the frag board, numbers are not everything in a team, and it'll be interesting to see how this will impact the team's spirit and attitude towards the game. I think he was playing for FaZe since early 2017 or 16. It's 16, yeah. Let me just have a quick look. Let's see. So he was playing, the end of 2016. So he was playing there for 2 years now, 2 years and 1 month. So he had a long stint there. Throughout multiple lineups of FaZe, he was the constant name there. So maybe it was a good thing. Maybe he also needed a change, because he was stuck a little bit there. Now that he was not in-game leading, as the sources say, and he was just focusing on his in-game abilities, which aren't bad if you ask me, but aren't on the level of his teammates, so to say. So who will FaZe pick up? Well, that's an interesting question. It depends how much money they want to spend. It'll be very interesting to see who they pick up. And yeah, I don't know. Even with the previous lineup, when Olofmeister was benched because of his personal issues, with Crowman, the lineup did fairly well. So and when Olofmeister came back, it didn't have the impact that they expected it to have. So it'll be interesting to see who they pick up, and money talks, you know. So we'll see. As for Karrigan, I think he would be a valuable asset for any tier 2 team. Any tier 2 team. I mean, even I think I don't know if North would be a good spot for him, but it would be an interesting spot for him. I would like him to stay in Europe and try to build up some team rather than just go to NA and just get lost in the shuffle there. But yeah, North, what other team? I don't know. We'll see. It's interesting. It's interesting to see what will happen next. And that being said, well, this is his reaction. Benced. We'll write a longer statement at another point. If any others are interested, contact phase. So from his reaction, he's not very happy about it. But yeah, benching never ends up well. It's usually an unpleasant experience. So let's move on. Last time I did one of these news flashes, I made it when Made in Brazil announced, sources announced that Made in Brazil might do a roster change, and Taz was talking about Virtus Pro. But then I forgot to turn on my microphone, so I talked 20 minutes for myself. And then when I saw that I made a mistake, I said I won't do that again. I am not recording this again. But that being said, Zeus. As it stands, I plan to end my career in 2019. So let's read the article first. Quick read. Navi captain Zeus has revealed that he plans to put an end to his gaming career sometime next year. The Ukrainian veteran made a comment during the media day of Blast Pro Series Lisbon, where Navi finished in second place after losing to Astralis in a 3-map series. Ooh. Okay. Despite being an improvement on the team's previous LAN outings, the runner-up finish in the Portuguese capital was not exactly the way that Navi wanted to end the year that saw them win 4 international titles, only one of which during the post-break season. Quizzed on his goals for the new year, Zeus revealed that he wants his team to attend fewer LAN events in 2019, and admitted that he is considering the possibility of hanging up his mouse. So he is considering. He's just considering it might not happen. As it stands in 2019, I plan to end my career as a player, more likely towards the end of the year, maybe the middle, I'm not sure yet, he told HLTV. Next year I'm going to try to select certain tournaments that we should prioritize as a team, where we will perform and do our best to win. At a certain point this year, the goal was to become number 1, but we didn't manage. I think our priority will be to secure key tournaments next year, for example the Major. Well, that's a good objective. Astralis's I think, yeah, maybe they made a mistake there. Title in Lisbon was their 10th at big events in 2018. Oh, what a year, man. Making them one of the most dominant teams in the history of Counter-Strike. This will force many other teams, Navi included, to reevaluate things in hopes of catching up with the Danes next year. They had a better structure and chose the right tournaments, Zeus said, but in general the team is stronger collectively. They have a professional approach. This is the reason they're number 1. I think that is correct. I think the professionalism of Astralis is the key for what they have achieved. Because some of the other players, some of the professional players, when you just see how they behave and how they talk, you just realize that at the end of the day they just play a game. They're not very wise. Although they make a lot of money, that doesn't mean that they are wise. And yeah, preparation is key in everything you do. I mean, Zonik said it multiple times that he thinks their success comes from the preparation they do for the game. And I believe that's 100% correct. It's not that the Astralis, although they're amazing players, okay, it's not that they are outclassing every other players from every other team skill-wise. So yeah, this is correct here in my humble opinion. Let's read forward. Let's go forward. Navi had a couple of shortcomings in 2018, most notably a group stage exit at IEM Chicago and top 8 finish at DreamHack Masters Stockholm. But Zeus still believes that it was a mostly positive year, rating it 4 out of 5. Yeah, it was a pretty good year for them. I mean, they have won some big tournaments, some smaller tournaments. They have... It may leave them with a sour taste in their mouth, because towards the end of the year they had a decline a little bit. But overall, if you look at the year, I think they have a good year. We won 4 tournaments over the course of the year. We had these 3 second places and 4 or 5 third place finishes, he explained. We had 3 or 4 events that were complete failures. All in all, with a second place finish at the major, I would give it a 4 out of 5. One of the biggest talking points surrounding Navi at the moment is the long-term future of Simple, after Zeus recently admitted that the 21-year-old prodigy had many teams interested in him. Simple came close to leave the team at the start of the year together with Flamey, as both players were courted by the Made in Brazil team, who at the time still played under SK's banner. And as 2018 is about to come to an end, Zeus says that the team's star player has yet to make a decision on his future. Teams have been interested in him all year. It's always a possibility because he's one of the best players in the world, maybe even the best. We will see come the end of the year. It will be his decision to make. There's a chance that he leaves, yes. Well, looks like we just found replacement for Karrigan. But as I said, it depends on how much money FaZe are willing to spend on the 5th player, because I know Navi is pretty good at securing their players with the contracts. So that'll be interesting to see. I think obviously it's not a healthy thing in a team when you know that your best player might leave, because he's yeah, it sucks. It sucks, to be honest. I had some little personal experiences back in 1.6 days where I had teams, and then a new opportunity rose to some of the players, and I asked them, okay, do you want to leave? Do you not want to leave? Just tell me, because I have to plan for this. So no, I will stay, and then they left. That sucks, and it constantly makes the energy of the team not focus 100% on the training, on the games themselves, because in the back of your mind you always think that maybe this guy leaves or something like that, and that's very unhealthy for a team. And I think that's why Astralis is one of the better teams, best teams. They're in the best form, I like to say. I don't like to say that the team is the best in the world, because anybody can beat anybody on a good day. Looks like not everybody can beat Astralis lately, but I think that they have the best form at the moment. But that being said, as for Zeus, I think he had a legendary career, stretching back to the 1.6 days. He always had a big impact on the teams that he was on. And although I know salty kids, if you read the comments here, I did read a little bit yesterday, it's just it explodes your mind how childish some of these comments are. But then again, it's HLTV, so the comments shouldn't be taken seriously, because a lot of kids just don't know better. And I remember back in the 1.6 days, at one point in time, Zeus and Edward transferred to NIP, I think. Yeah, from what I think it was Navi then. Yeah, they were playing for Navi back then, and then they transferred to NIP, which was unheard of for 2 players from the Eastern Europe to move to Scandinavia into a team, and not any team. He was playing for NIP. I think where can we find this? Why doesn't this appear here? What? No. Oh, come on, man. I know they transferred, or maybe they just stood in for a Scandinavian team. I remember precisely when they did that. I will Google it because I don't want to make a fool of myself. And I know precisely that it happened because I was watching the scene back then. And okay, stupid kids talking about stupid things. Okay, let's go with Edward then. This is impossible. I know they were at one point in okay, whatever. I'll just take my word for it. Anyway, I think he had a good career. I mean, he won a major. He always had a very good impact on the teams that he was on. Although he was not fragging a lot, like people always say that he should get kicked because he doesn't frag, but there's more to a team than that. And yeah, I think he would be a very valuable asset as a coach to any team that he goes on, and I think that applies also to Karrigan. Both of them can be very insightful. They have a lot of experience, and they could help a lot in a team. But that being said, we'll see what happens with FaZe. We'll see what happens with Zeus. And yeah, I think that'll be it. I wish everybody a lovely day. If you want to help the channel grow, hit the like button and just watch the commercials when they appear. Don't skip them. And I wish everybody a lovely Monday. I know Monday is not fun day for everybody, but try to make it fun day. I'm sweating like a piggy because I just came from my workout, so don't mind that. Yeah, I'll see you again next time. Until then, stay strong.